Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and I'm pleased to have the opportunity to speak with you today. Our focus will be on validation and qualification, specifically the key principles for reliable processes and quality assurance. Over the course of this session, we'll explore the fundamental concepts that ensure our processes are dependable and our quality standards are consistently met. I look forward to sharing insights and engaging with you all. Let's get started. Let's talk about the importance of validation and qualification in GMP environments. These processes are crucial to ensure that the products we produce meet the highest standards of quality, safety, and efficacy. When we do proper validation, we're essentially verifying that our processes consistently deliver the desired results, which directly impacts patient safety. Regulatory compliance is another key aspect. By following strict validation protocols, we stay aligned with global guidelines set by authorities like the FDA, EMA, WHO, and PICS. This alignment helps us avoid compliance issues and ensures that our products can be trusted worldwide. Additionally, validation and qualification are fundamental to maintaining GMP compliance and process consistency. When our processes are validated, we reduce variability, which is vital for producing reliable, high-quality products. Ultimately, this supports our goal of delivering safe and effective medicines to patients. So, in essence, validation and qualification are the backbone of a robust quality system, helping us meet regulatory expectations while ensuring product integrity throughout the manufacturing process. Let's start by looking at validation. This is all about having documented evidence that shows our processes, systems, or methods are consistently producing results that meet the predetermined specifications. In other words, it's about proving that what we do reliably delivers the expected quality every time. Validation is critical because it gives us confidence that our processes are under control and capable of producing consistent quality products. Now, moving on to qualification. This involves having documented evidence that our facilities, equipment, utilities, and systems are installed properly, operated correctly, and perform as intended. Qualification ensures that every component of our manufacturing environment is functioning optimally, which is essential for maintaining product quality and compliance. Both validation and qualification form the foundation of good manufacturing practice, or GMP. Building this strong foundation is key to ensuring that our operations are dependable, compliant, and capable of consistently producing safe and effective products. When we integrate validation and qualification into our processes, we not only meet regulatory requirements, but also reinforce our commitment to quality at every stage. Let's take a closer look at the regulatory framework that guides our validation practices. First, we have the FDA requirements, specifically 21 CFR Parts 210 and 211, as well as Part 820, which set the standards for pharmaceutical and device manufacturing. These regulations emphasize the importance of thorough validation to ensure product quality and safety. On the European side, we look at GMP Annex 15, which focuses on qualification and validation processes. It underscores the need for systematic approaches to equipment and process validation to maintain compliance across the EU. Then, there are the PICS guidelines, PI 6 and PI 7, which promote harmonization of good manufacturing practices and validation standards internationally. These help us align our practices with global expectations. We also consider the WHO Technical Report Series, which provides guidance to ensure quality in pharmaceutical production worldwide, especially in developing regions. Furthermore, the ICH guidelines, Q8, Q9, Q10, and Q12, are integral to our lifecycle validation framework. They advocate for a science and risk-based approach, meaning we focus our validation efforts on areas with the greatest impact on product quality and patient safety. Overall, these frameworks emphasize that validation isn't just a one-time task. It's a continuous, science-driven process that adapts to risks and product lifecycle stages. This ensures we maintain compliance and uphold the highest standards in our manufacturing processes. Ensuring product quality and patient safety is at the core of what we do. When we focus on validation and qualification, we're making sure that every product meets the necessary standards to keep patients safe and confident in our solutions. It also demonstrates regulatory compliance, which is crucial for maintaining trust and meeting legal requirements. By establishing a clear understanding of our processes and maintaining control, we can operate more efficiently and effectively. Supporting audit readiness means we're always prepared for inspections, showing that our systems are robust and reliable. Additionally, proper validation helps us minimize risks of failures and deviations, which can impact both quality and safety. It's about preventing issues before they happen. Furthermore, consistency across the product lifecycle is key, whether it's development, manufacturing, or distribution, so that every stage maintains the same high standards. All these points highlight why validation and qualification are not just regulatory requirements, but essential tools for delivering safe, effective, and reliable products throughout their entire life cycle. Now, let's take a closer look at the different types of validation that are essential in our processes. First, we have process validation, which ensures that our manufacturing processes consistently produce products meeting quality standards. Then, there's cleaning validation, a critical step to confirm that cleaning procedures effectively remove contaminants and prevent cross-contamination. Next is analytical method validation, which guarantees that our testing methods are accurate, reliable, and suitable for their intended purpose. Moving on, we have computer system validation, or CSV, which is vital for confirming that our computer systems perform correctly and securely. Transport validation is another key aspect. It verifies that products remain stable and unaltered during transportation. Finally, utility and support system validation ensures that all supporting systems like water, steam, or HVAC meet the required quality standards to support manufacturing. Overall, these validation types are interconnected and play a crucial role in maintaining quality, compliance, and efficiency across our operations. They form the backbone of a robust quality management system, helping us deliver safe and effective products consistently. Now, let's take a closer look at the FDA's three-stage model for process validation. In Stage 1, which is process design, we focus on developing a robust process based on scientific understanding and initial testing. This stage sets the foundation for everything that follows. Moving into Stage 2, Process Qualification, or PPQ, we aim to confirm that the process can produce consistent, quality products. This involves establishing critical process parameters, or CPPs, and critical quality attributes, or CQAs, to ensure we're controlling the right variables. Finally, in Stage 3, Continued Process Verification, or CPV, the goal is ongoing monitoring. We use statistical tools to keep an eye on process performance over time and make sure it remains in control. This stage is vital for maintaining product quality throughout the product lifecycle. Throughout all these stages, process validation, often called PV, serves as a comprehensive approach to verify that processes operate reliably and produce quality consistent products. By following this structured model, we ensure that quality isn't just a one-time achievement, but a continuous, integrated part of our manufacturing process. Let's walk through the qualification lifecycle, starting with the URS, or User Requirement Specification. This is where we define exactly what the system must do, setting clear expectations and needs. Next is DQ, or Design Qualification, which confirms that the design actually meets those requirements we've outlined. Moving on to IQ, or Installation Qualification, where we verify that everything has been installed correctly according to the specifications. Then we have OQ, or Operational Qualification, which ensures that the system functions properly within its intended limits. Finally, PQ, or Performance Qualification, demonstrates that the system performs consistently under real-world conditions. These steps are interconnected and build upon each other, forming a comprehensive life cycle that guarantees the system's reliability and performance throughout its use. This process is essential to ensure quality and compliance in our overall project. Today, I want to focus on how we ensure there is no cross-contamination during cleaning processes. This is critical to maintaining product integrity and safety. We establish clear acceptance criteria, such as MACO and PDE, which help us determine if cleaning has been effective. Adopting a worst-case approach is essential here. By considering the most challenging scenarios, we can ensure our cleaning procedures are robust enough in all situations. We also implement a thorough sampling plan, which includes both swabbing and rinsing methods to verify cleanliness. Proper documentation is key. Recording all cleaning activities and results not only supports compliance, but also helps us track and improve our processes over time. Lastly, cleaning validation isn't just a one-time activity. It's an ongoing effort that guarantees our cleaning procedures remain effective, safeguarding product quality and patient safety throughout the life cycle. Let's take a closer look at some of the key parameters involved in analytical method validation. First up is accuracy, which refers to how close our measurements are to the true value. It's essential because it tells us whether our method is producing correct results. Next, precision speaks to the reproducibility of our measurements, how consistently we can get the same results under the same conditions. Then we have linearity, which assesses whether our method provides responses that are proportional to the analyte concentration over a specified range. Specificity is also crucial. It ensures that our method can accurately identify and quantify the analyte even in the presence of other components, like impurities or excipients. Robustness is about the method's resilience, how well it performs under small, deliberate variations in parameters. All of these key points are aligned with the guidelines set by ICHQ-2, which serve as a global standard for validating analytical methods. When we follow these principles, we ensure our analytical methods are reliable, reproducible, and suitable for their intended purpose, fundamental for successful analytical method validation. Let's take a closer look at the GAMP5 approach, which is a key framework for ensuring the quality and compliance of our software and automated systems. It provides a structured way to validate these systems effectively. One of the core concepts here is data integrity, often summarized by the ALCOA plus principles: attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, plus complete, consistent, and enduring. These principles help us maintain the trustworthiness of our data throughout its life cycle. Cybersecurity considerations are also critical in today's environment. We need to protect our systems against unauthorized access and cyber threats, which means implementing appropriate controls and safeguards. Additionally, periodic review and change control are vital to keep our systems aligned with evolving requirements and to address any potential issues proactively. Finally, all of these elements tie into computer system validation, or CSV, which ensures that our systems perform as intended and remain compliant over time. By following these key points within the GAMP5 framework, we can maintain a robust, compliant, and secure environment for our automated systems. Let's take a moment to look at some of the critical utility systems that support our operations. First, we have HVAC, which is essential for maintaining proper temperature and humidity levels in the facility. Next, compressed air plays a vital role in various manufacturing processes and equipment operation. When we consider water systems, we rely on pure water, water for injection, and pure steam. These are crucial for ensuring the quality and safety of our products. Nitrogen supply is another key component, providing inert atmospheres when needed to prevent contamination. Environmental monitoring systems are also vital. They help us continuously track conditions and ensure everything remains within the specified parameters. Additionally, qualification and periodic requalification are ongoing processes to verify that all these systems perform reliably over time. And finally, the utilities and support systems form the backbone of our facility's infrastructure, ensuring continuous and compliant operation. All these elements connect back to our overall focus on quality, safety, and compliance in our manufacturing environment. Let's take a closer look at some of the key components of a solid validation process. First, the Validation Master Plan, or VMP, serves as the foundation. It outlines the overall strategy and ensures everyone is aligned on validation activities. Next, qualification protocols and reports are critical. They detail what needs to be tested and provide documented proof that equipment and systems meet required standards. Standard operating procedures, or SOPs, for validation are also essential. They guide consistent execution of validation tasks across the board. Test records and raw data follow, and these are our primary evidence. They capture the actual results of each validation activity, which are vital for traceability and audits. Speaking of traceability, the traceability matrix helps us link each requirement to its corresponding validation step, ensuring nothing gets overlooked. Risk assessments add another layer of confidence. They help us identify potential issues early and focus our efforts where it matters most. Lastly, clear documentation requirements tie everything together, emphasizing the importance of detailed, accurate records to support compliance and continuous improvement. Together, these elements form the backbone of a robust validation process, ensuring that our systems are reliable, compliant, and ready to support quality products. Let's start by defining the scope and boundaries of our validation project. It's crucial to clearly understand what parts of the process or system we're including and where we're drawing the lines. This helps keep everyone aligned and focused. Next is resource planning. We need to identify the right people, equipment, and time needed to successfully execute the validation. Proper planning ensures we have what we need when we need it, avoiding delays. Then we have the validation schedule. Establishing a timeline is key. It allows us to coordinate activities, set realistic milestones, and ensure the project stays on track from start to finish. Cross-functional team responsibilities are also vital. Validation isn't a one-department effort. It involves collaboration across different functions like quality, engineering, and operations. Clear responsibilities prevent overlap and gaps. Training and competency requirements are equally important. Everyone involved must understand their roles and the validation process. Proper training ensures consistency, accuracy, and compliance throughout. Finally, all these elements come together in validation project planning. A comprehensive plan integrates scope, resources, schedules, responsibilities, and training. It acts as a roadmap, guiding us through each step and helping us achieve a successful validation outcome. Connecting these points reinforces that thorough planning is the backbone of a reliable and compliant validation process. Now, let's talk about the impact assessment for changes. When we evaluate any change, it's important to distinguish between routine and major changes. Routine changes are typically smaller, well-understood adjustments that don't significantly affect the system's performance or compliance. Major changes, on the other hand, are more significant and may require a more thorough review and approval process. Next, we need to consider when requalification or revalidation is required. Generally, if a change could potentially impact the quality, safety, or efficacy of the product, requalification or revalidation becomes necessary. This ensures that the system continues to perform as intended after the change. It's also crucial to understand the link between change control and the deviation and CAPA systems. When a change is identified, especially if it stems from a deviation or a CAPA action, it highlights the need for careful assessment and documentation. This connection helps us monitor the effectiveness of our corrective actions and ensures continuous improvement. Finally, all these elements, change control, revalidation, deviation management, and CAPA, are interconnected parts of maintaining a robust quality management system. They work together to ensure that any changes are managed systematically, reducing risks and maintaining compliance throughout the product lifecycle. Let's take a closer look at the ICH Q9 guidelines. These guidelines emphasize the importance of using tools like FMEA, HACCP, and RPN scoring to identify and evaluate risks effectively. FMEA, or failure mode and effects analysis, helps us systematically assess potential failure points, while HACCP focuses on food safety hazards. RPN scoring allows us to prioritize risks based on their severity, occurrence, and detectability. Another key point is the prioritization of critical equipment and processes. By focusing our attention on the most vital areas, we can allocate resources more efficiently and reduce overall risk. Evidence-based decision-making is also central to this approach. Instead of relying on gut feelings or assumptions, we base our actions on data and proven methods. This ensures our risk management strategies are objective and effective. Finally, adopting a risk-based approach aligns with the overall theme of quality and safety. It helps us proactively address potential issues before they escalate, maintaining high standards and ensuring compliance. This comprehensive, data-driven mindset is essential for continuous improvement and patient safety. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the common audit findings we've observed. First, incomplete qualification documentation can really hinder our ability to verify that processes are properly validated and consistent over time. Missing risk assessments are another critical issue. Without proper risk evaluations, we may overlook potential hazards that could impact product quality or patient safety. Poor traceability to the user requirement specification, or URS, makes it difficult to demonstrate that the final product meets the initial design intent. Inadequate PQ, or performance qualification studies, suggest that our testing may not fully confirm that equipment or processes perform reliably under real-world conditions. Outdated validation data can cause us to rely on information that no longer reflects current operations or standards, which increases risk. Lastly, a lack of lifecycle monitoring means we're not continuously overseeing process performance, which is essential for maintaining quality over time. All of these issues highlight the importance of thorough, up-to-date documentation and ongoing oversight. Addressing these common findings is key to ensuring our validation processes are robust, compliant, and ultimately, effective in delivering safe, high-quality products. Let's talk about the importance of maintaining a strong documentation culture. This is fundamental to ensuring traceability throughout the entire lifecycle of our systems, starting from the user requirement specification, or URS, all the way through to the performance qualification, PQ. Clear and consistent documentation helps us track every step and makes audits much smoother. We also emphasize using standard templates across the organization. This consistency not only streamlines our documentation process, but also ensures that nothing important is overlooked and that all records are easily understandable and comparable. Periodic review of validated systems is another key aspect. Regularly revisiting these systems helps us catch any discrepancies early and maintain their validated state over time, which is critical for compliance and ongoing performance. Training and awareness across departments play a vital role too. When everyone understands the importance of good documentation practices, it fosters a culture of quality and accountability throughout the organization. Finally, effective quality oversight is essential. It ensures that our documentation practices are up to standard and that we continuously adhere to best practices. This comprehensive approach helps us maintain high quality and compliance standards in all our operations. Overall, cultivating a strong documentation culture is about embedding these practices into our daily routines, which ultimately supports our commitment to quality and regulatory excellence. Validation and qualification really form the backbone of GMP compliance. They are essential to ensure that our processes and products perform consistently over time. When we validate and qualify properly, we're able to maintain high product quality, which is, of course, our top priority. To achieve this, we need a robust, risk-based approach that considers the entire life cycle of a product or process. This isn't a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process that adapts as conditions change. And of course, these practices are critical for meeting global regulatory requirements. No matter where we operate, compliance with these principles helps us stay aligned with international standards. So, in summary, validation and qualification aren't just technical steps. They are fundamental to building a reliable, compliant quality system that supports consistent performance and product excellence across the board. For further support, please contact us. If you have any questions or need additional assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you succeed and ensure you have all the resources you need. Thank you so much for your attention and engagement throughout this presentation.